Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with something a little different this time. About 2 years ago, I did something similar to this, and I was planning on documenting it, and I never did because I wasn't sure exactly how far I'd go with it, and I actually went pretty far with it, to the point of losing upwards of like 50 pounds, and I was probably in the best shape of my life. That was right before we went to Dragon Con back in early September. It is mid-February now. I had a problem with my throat. I couldn't breathe very good. I stopped working out, and then I had to go to the hospital. When I got out of the hospital, long story short, it was like late October. And I had at that point like gotten so behind on my working out, and I was on all sorts of medications and stuff, I completely let myself go and probably gained back about 30 or 40 of the pounds that I had lost and maintained from the first time I did this. So knowing that I'm able to do what I want to do, I was like, this time around, I'll document everything and we'll kind of do like a weekly check-in to see what's going on. I have some equipment that is, in my opinion, more advanced than other things, but this is what I plan on buying. It's around $200. It's like $350, but it's on sale right now. I know $200 sounds like a lot, but I'm really curious, and I think it's got a money-back guarantee, so I'm like curious to try it out. There's a lot of smart scales that do this nowadays, but this like has a feature I'd never seen before where it has a pull string that you reach up and you pull to your body, and it is supposed to 99% accuracy, detect every matrix in your body, like muscle, visceral fat, stuff like that. I have a scale that's a smart scale that I used the last time I did this, and it seemed to work fairly well. It basically gives you your body fat. It doesn't have a pull thing and everything, but it, for the most part, told me everything I needed to know. I have that still. It links to your phone, so I'm going to do a weigh-in. We're going to start today. So far today, I have not eaten anything. I had a protein bar at 11:45. I went to sleep like right around midnight, and then I woke up. I have tons of water. Everything I take is something you could buy over the counter. So I think I take a branched chain amino acid, a multivitamin. I have like a ashwagandha vitamin water type thing that I take in the morning instead of like a coffee, and I mix it all together. I take my vitamins, and that's all I've had all day, besides like 3 or 4 of these filled with water. I haven't had any food, and I'm only going to do that for like 3 or 4 days, meaning I'm going to fast, basically. I'm going to fast for a couple days. I haven't exactly decided how long. If done properly, you could do this in a healthy way. Like 2 or 3 days of zero food just to reset my body, so to speak. If you guys don't know me, I was quite the heavy drinker. Super Bowl just ended, so that was the last day I drank alcohol. And then yesterday and the day before, it's Wednesday now. Yesterday and the day before, I ate like a proper diet, but I had no alcohol. So today is the first day of fasting. And my goal here, first off, I don't even know how much I weigh. I haven't weighed myself in probably months. I'm guessing I weigh like around 200 pounds. When I went into the hospital, it was around early September. I was like 170. I have the weight documented on the scale. So whatever the last weight I had when I sync to this smart scale, it'll tell me the last time I weighed in. I feel like I was around like 170, 175 maybe. And I'm guessing now I weigh over 200 pounds. So also you got to keep in mind, I had more muscle. I probably had at least another 5 pounds of muscle, maybe more than that, because I was working out 5-6 days a week. I haven't worked out since early September. Zero workout, like nothing. I haven't worked out, lift a single weight, nothing. So not only did I probably gain 25 pounds, 30 pounds, give or take, but I've also lost muscle. So that means I've gained even more fat. Just because the scale might say I've only gained 25, 30 pounds or something like that, my guess is I probably gained way more because of the muscle mass that I've lost. So I'm going to jump on the scale. We're going to weigh in. You're going to see it on my phone. It'll document it. And then at some point, maybe I'll buy this doohickey if I get really into it and I'm curious. But like I said, it's like $200. I don't know how well it works. I got to look at some reviews. Somebody told me about it, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I never saw anything quite like that. So that being said, time for the weigh-in. I also don't know why I was wearing my headphones because I'm not listening to anything and my mic is over here. So I didn't need my headphones on. So I was 205 pounds last time I started this. I actually got down to like 155, but then I started working out, lifting weights, and I went back to around 169.5. That's the last time I ever weighed in on the scale, but it doesn't matter right now because I guarantee you I'm a lot more than that. So we're going to get on the scale and we're going to see how much I weigh. Look at this. That was not there back in September. Oh my God. That was the first weigh-in. It was exactly 200. You can see the date, the time. 200 even. And as you can see in the middle, my body fat is 25%. When I did this 2 years ago, my body fat got down to like around 10 or 12%. People were like, you look way too skinny. So I started lifting weights. I got to 170. And as you can see, the last time I weighed myself in, that I gained, if you can see right there, I gained 30.5 pounds. I was hoping I was less, but I figured I was around 200. I have lifted weights and worked out and ran and fluctuated my whole life. And I pretty much have a good grasp on what I weigh without even knowing. I was hoping it was less. I was hoping it was like 195. I thought if I shredded my clothes off, I would buy myself some extra pounds and not be 200. But if I kept my clothes on, I would have probably been 205 again. I'm very close to what I was the last time I did this. There was a point though when like I got really lazy, like way back when pandemic happened. Probably like 2022, I got up to like 230. That's the heaviest I've ever been in my life. And then I slowly started losing weight, but it was coming off like really slow. And then that's when I think I was like 210 when I started like actually cracking down. And then I got this scale, I was 205. My healthy weight, I think I look best at like 180. So my goal is to lose like 20 pounds, then also put on more muscle. So I'd have to lose more weight is my point. I'd have to lose like 25, 30 pounds of fat and then put it back on like 5 to 10 pounds of muscle. Now, obviously, this is going to happen over the course of several months. Football just ended, so the easiest time for me to not drink beer, like my thing is going out, having a steak and a cold beer, and the hardest time for me to not do that is during football season. So being as the Super Bowl just ended 2 days ago, I figured this is the best time for me to do it is between now and St. Patrick's Day. There's 5 weeks to St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to plan on not drinking, fasting for the first couple days, and then going into like hardcore protein diet and working out again, and hopefully lose 20 pounds to 25 pounds by then. Last time I did this, I lost on average like a pound a day for like the first month. So if I do that, I will be at my goal by St. Patrick's Day. So it might be a little extreme, but I'm used to doing things like that. I plan on getting up early, like 3 days a week, going down to the park, running for like 3 miles. I used to be a runner. I used to do cross country and stuff, so I'm used to these things. Lifting weights like 3-4 days a week in between those days, and then eating very good and not having a single beer till St. Patrick's Day. So if all goes accordingly, which I've said I've done it before, so I don't see why I wouldn't, I should be around 180 by St. Patrick's Day. So I'll check in with you guys once a week. We'll talk on the live streams on Friday. Cobra Kai is tonight at 3 a.m., so I'm going to go to sleep early. That will make my fasting today much easier as well because fasting sucks. So it's almost like I got to take my mind off it. So I figure if I go to sleep early and then I got 5 or 6 hours of Cobra Kai and then edits and then Yellow Jackets comes out tomorrow, keeping my mind off of the fact that I am not eating and I'm starving to death. And then by like the second or third day, your body resets, you get used to it, and then I will start back on a very high protein, low calorie diet. So you guys let me know what you think. If you want to do it along with me, you're welcome to it. Write in the comments. We'll talk. I'll tell you what I'm doing as far as workouts. The goal here is, at least for the first couple days, to just reset my body fast. I'm not going to work out or run at all because I'm going to be eating no food, and then I will start running and lifting and eating properly. You guys, let me know what you think. Like I said, write in the comments. You want to see more of what I do? Go to Patreon. There are thousands of movies and shows full unedited, like Cobra Kai, Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Stranger Things. We're doing Pushing Daisies, Good Omens, Severance, and Yellow Jackets. New seasons are going on right now. There are thousands of other movies and shows full unedited. You could ask me to watch whatever you want at a certain tier level over there too. That is how there are so many. In full, unedited. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.